in front of me here have excelled academically and have shown great potential to contribute to sustainable management of our forest, transforming our ecosystem, restoring our ecosystem, bringing back our biodiversity, and making sure, in accordance with our constitution, we protect our environment. As young graduates prepare to enter the workforce, they must recognize the integral role in a sustainable management of forest resources, forest-based goods and services, which are very vital to our country's socio-economic development because they provide suitable environmental for both rural and urban development. The sustainable management of this resource, a task they are now ready to undertake as experts, is essential to our economic growth and environmental conservation. But I must emphasize that we are at a very critical juncture in the protection of our forest. And I call upon for an immediate stop to all activities within our forest areas. We must stop illegal logging. Now, we are not begging. Yeah. Alex, PS, you have the powers. We must stop illegal logging. We must stop, and Kenyans must listen to me, we must stop illegal encroachment of the forest, and we must stop exploitation of our forest resources, which are severely undermined by our conservation efforts, threatening not only our environment, but our future as a nation. And let me make it very clear. Na mimi nataka kuongea na watu wa area hii. Na county commissioner, this is the county commissioner, I know him. He has worked in many places and he knows me very well. Nataka usome sheria ya, because I've said we are going to protect our forest. Forest Conservation and Management Act 2016. Na nikiwa majority leader, ukiangalia sheria iko na signature yangu. So I know it. Bwana County Commissioner. Hiyo inakubali our communities, wale wanaishi karibu na forest, they have certain user rights. Kwa sababu hawa ndio wanasaidia sisi kuchunga misitu. And I will repeat again, they have certain user rights. And these rights are specific. Grazing and cultivation. Lakini those rights cannot be abused. Those rights must be regulated. So mimi nataka Bwana County Commissioner ukae na watu wetu wa KFS na kila mtu, watu wetu watumie your rights. Lakini huwezi kuabuse, huwezi kuleta ng'ombe na uifanye pale iwe fattening, uifanye kama feedlot. Thank you very much. You must enforce it. And that's why I said, going forward, we will stop all illegal activities. Kenya Forest Service must take its role of protecting our forest with the seriousness it demands. We urge KFS to strengthen its enforcement measures, enhance monitoring, and ensure strict compliance with the forest law. This commitment is non-negotiable if we are to secure our forest. Our forest rangers, majority, 90% of them are very good people. But if you are a forest ranger, whether you are in the coast region, in the north, in western, in Rift Valley, in Nyanza, in Nairobi, and any other part of Kenya. And we have given you the duty to protect our ecosystem. Na wewe wanafanya kazi, tunakulipa mishahara, lakini umeamua unataka kuchukua mishahara kwa kupatia watu ruhusa ya kuchoma makaa. I have already given instruction to Alex, and he has done that, to his commander, to the PS. You don't even take him through disciplinary. You sack him, he goes home. Sababu rais wa nchi hawezi kusema tupande 15 billion na hapa katika hiyo environment kuna mwingine amefanya biashara anaambia watu wachome makaa, anaweka pesa fuko. Anaambia watu wa misuse the forest grazing and cultivation rights. Anakubali logging. There was a man called Michuki, si mnamjua? Mimi nimerudisha mambo ya Michuki. And I want Michuki, may he rest in peace. I want him, even in his grave, to remember me on what he did when he was the Minister for Environment. And somebody has to do it. And our rangers are very good. But the few, and I'm sure they are hearing me, and we will work with our intelligence service, and they will tell us every part of Kenya ule anafanya hiyo mchezo. To further support this effort, the government has committed to fencing all forest areas across the country to prevent unauthorized access and illegal activities. I urge all citizens to actively participate in tree growing program that the ministry is rolling out nationwide. Together, we aim to grow 15 billion trees over the next decade and restore 10.6 million hectares of degraded lands to productivity. This is a citizen-driven, is our collective responsibility. And I want every Kenyan to take part in that initiative. Our neighbor here, Ethiopia, they have so far done 31 billion tree growing in the last 15 years. Na kila county, kila waziri ako na siku yake moja, mimi nikiwa moja wao. Every minister has a day kwa mwezi, awache kazi zingine yote, yeye na PS wake waende wapande miti. Na nimeona my good friend the county commissioner of Kericho, wewe hujashika figures za Kericho vizuri. Hujashika, nataka uandike leo. Sijui nani alikupatia those wrong figures. The county of Kericho is supposed to plant 163 million trees in 10 years. If you divide by that, kila mwaka, you are supposed to do 16.3. Saa hii umefanya 1 million. Before December, uko na ngapi? 15 million. And you can confirm with the PS. Is sitting here. Kila county iko na target. So, hiyo target rudia. Today we are launching here in this college also a value addition center at the Kenya Forest College. This center will serve as a crucial facility for training and equipping our communities with the skills needed to create commercial value chain forest products. I encourage all communities to take advantage of this initiative. And I want to thank the African Development Bank and the government of Kenya for investing in this project. I urge all community forest association, very important group of people anchored in law, to work closely with the Kenya Forest Service. Community forest association play a very important and vital role in local forest management and conservation. By collaborating with the KFS, the Community Forest Association can help ensure the forest resources are used sustainably and that the local communities are actively involved in protecting and managing our resources. This partnership is important in achieving our national forest conservation goals. And I want to speak to the graduates. The whole world is talking about climate change. The world is talking about, you have seen the droughts, you have seen the floods, the whole world. The current is climate change, climate security. Donors, international, bilateral and multilateral, the Kenya government, there will be more resources that will be taken towards conserving the environment, our ecosystems, our biodiversity. There will be enough jobs for you. And I have told the PS here, even all the donors who work with us, all the, kama nchi, Rais amesema lazima tupande bilioni 15. Is achievable because the Kenyan constitution is a green constitution. If you read the preamble of our constitution, it talks about the environment, the protection of the environment, the preservation of the environment as our national heritage for now and for future generations. And you'll find articles in the constitution. The United Nations Environmental Program is based in Nairobi. That tells you the whole world is looking at us and saying Kenya must be the leader in environmental protection, in ecosystem restoration, and restoring the biodiversity. Now here 15 billion, 30% ya seedlings ni fruit trees. PS director wa KF, acting director hako hapa, KFS wako hapa. Hii fruit trees na mheshimiwa yuko hapa, county government wako hapa. These fruit trees lazima mupeleke seedlings, peleke kwa wananchi. Wapewe, wapande mango tree, orange, ili hata kwa mashamba zao, kwa manyumba zao, watusaidie ku increase the forest cover and the growing of trees, lakini itatusaidia kupunguza umaskini. Itatupatia food security. Ya pili, na ni muhimu sana hii, kwa sababu Alex na bodi ya Kenya Forest Service wamesumbuliwa sana na watu. Commercial plantation, which is about 150,000 hectares. Am I right? Na munisikize, commercial plantation, which is about 150,000 hectares, is a public asset, is a public Kenyan people asset and resources. And how will Kenya Forest Service sell those plantations to you? If they want to sell that plantation, condition number 1, Alex and your team, you must comply with the PFM Act. You are an accounting officer. You must comply with the public and public procurement and asset disposal. Na kama KFS hata itaka kuuza gari yao ile ya zamani ile imeharibika, they will do a tender. Am I right? Hiyo commercial plantation, going forward, it will not be business as usual. Nafikiri hiyo watu wamesikia, sababu watu. Ya pili na ya mwisho, kuna wale wanakata vinia ama blue gum, eucalyptus, na tulisuspend hiyo. We've told KFS not to issue no objection letter. I have written to the National Treasury, Minister Bandi. I have written to my counterpart, Minister of Trade and Investment. I have written to KRA. Huwezi kutoa container zaidi ya 3,000 ya vinia unapeleka China, unafanya value addition, unarudisha hapa kwetu tununue kwako kama marine boats or other boats ya kutengeneza manyumba. We are telling those investors, hizo factory ya ku-add value addition usipeleke China, weka hapa Kericho, weka Eldoret, weka Nairobi, watoto wetu wapate kazi, watoto wetu wapate. Na hiyo container karibu 3,000 kwa mwezi 3, ati mimi naambiwa wamelipa duty ambayo hata haifiki 20 million. Can you imagine?